Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otaku Chris is Talking. And this is a different kind of video. This is basically a 7 Deadly Sins and Nanatsu no Taizai discussion video. And this is about power levels. Now, I know I haven't really done any of these before, but what I want to try and do is make more of this kind of content for you guys so that you have more reason to check out my reviews and videos and just these kind of stuff. So if you're new to my channel, hopefully you enjoy this content. If you do and you stuck to the end, do subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this in the comment box down below and hit me a thumbs up, as it will be fucking awesome. Obviously, why not? Why not? Alright, so what I kind of wanted to let you guys know as well is, first of all, this video will contain heavy spoilers, purely because it will be information about the 7 Deadly Sins as well as the 10 Commandments, and it will kind of be touching topics and stuff that has been happening in the most recent chapters and in my last review. So if you haven't read the most recent chapter, I'll give you a heads up and a warning, a huge spoiler alert. This will contain massive spoilers for things like power levels and stuff, and the sheer fact that I even mentioned power levels or that you saw power levels, click off of this video. I don't want to fucking have any issues. So yeah, so let's do this. All right, so all the different power levels I've been from different sources. Now, I'm very skeptical with sources, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in my most recent chapter, there's somebody called Art Boom, girl, guy, whoever it was, super awesome person. Thank you very much for commenting and leaving your thoughts and ideas in the comment box, like I mentioned. But basically, this person basically told me about the 7 Deadly Sins data book. Now, I did some research today when I wasn't working, so sorry if I haven't replied. This is the reply, so hopefully you like this video. And basically in the video, he basically mentions the fact in the comment, he mentions the fact that there's a data book, but through my research I couldn't find a translated data book, and even himself, he couldn't really send me a translated data book, but he found one that was translated by fans. So I will leave the links about and everything like that in the description box, so feel free to check those out. So what I'm going to use is information that I've been given by him, as well as from Google, as well as some other sources and Reddit as well, and let you guys decide which you think is the most reasonable or what sounds the most right. I mean, a lot of this information, especially the 7 Deadly Sins power levels, are from the manga, so you can find them, and most of them are from volume 22 and previous. So those are the most recent power levels. But for the 10 Commandments, those are from the data book, which I'm not very sure can be confirmed to be correct, especially if there isn't a very easy accessible version of it. So starting with the Dragon Sin of Wrath, so Meliodas, you're looking at 60k. 60k, hella high. That's crazy, because I think that's higher than Escanor's from what I remember. But yes, I think this is Meliodas with his demon form unlocked, and he's got literally his fully powered 60k. Boar Sin of Gluttony, you've got 4,710. 4,710. Shit. Alright, so that's very interesting. Grizzly Sin of Sloth, 4,190. Serpent Sin of Envy, 3,250. Fox Sin of Greed, 3,220. The Goat Sin of Lust, 3,100. And the Lion Sin of Pride, unmeasurable due to the power of sunshine. Now, for you guys out there who are wondering like who's who, by now we should know who's who. Lion Sin of Pride, Escanor, the Goat Sin of Lust, Galtha. What the fuck was that? I was like, we should know this by now. He just sits there fucking having a brain fart. Galtha. Fox Sin of Greed, Ban, Serpent Sin of Envy, Diane, Grizzly Sin of Sloth, King, Boar Sin of Gluttony, Merlin, and Dragon Sin of Wrath, Meliodas. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that information there, and that's actually pretty crazy. I like the fact that Escanor's power is unmeasurable, and that's probably because when it's midnight, he's at his weakest form, but when it's midday, he's at his strongest form. So he's probably got like a power level of 15, weaker than a human, but then also when it's midday, his power level is probably one of the highest, the way he's one banging all these people. And we haven't actually even seen him at his highest, but I think we saw him around 51,000 or 57,000. I don't know. Let me know what it was down below. This is just a discussion video. I'm not trying to claim to be super smart or anything. This is just from a quick little bit of research that I want to know your thoughts on. And I actually have a lot more fun when you guys tell me your thoughts or where your sources are from or what you think is right. And just, I don't know, it's just nice to have these kind of discussions. No one has to be right all the fucking time. So yeah, so that was from the Nanatsu no Taizai Wikipedia page. Now, if you go to the Balor's Eye Wikipedia page, it kind of breaks more into the whole magical powers. So when it says magic, it says magic, measure of magical power. Yeah. Now, there's a second page. Now, if you go to Balor's Eye Wikipedia, it breaks it down into 3 different things: magic, strength, and spirit. Now, these 3 things, these 3 different power levels are then what's added to make the official power levels that we saw, the 60,000, 4,710, all of those kind of stuff. So we see that the Sins originally, all of them's power levels are at least over 3,000, which is fairly fucking high. But why the fuck is Meliodas at 60,000? Now, there's a reason for that. Now, when I go to the 10 Commandments power levels and I remind you how powerful them motherfuckers are, you realize, oh, Meliodas, yeah, 60,000 seems just about right. Especially if he's the lead, if he used to be the leader of the 10 Commandments, he would definitely have to be that power level at least. And this, God knows what it's going to be like in the anime when he's fully unlocked everything. Demon mode, in control, his rage and his wrath and his commandment and his bloody sword and everything, which allows him to split into 5 different people. Madnesses. Does that mean that his power level will be increased by like 4 or 5-fold? What the hell? So yeah, so now if we go to Balor's Eye Wikipedia page, it gives us even more information. So let me just bring this up. Alright, so this is the least professional ever. This is how you know I should not be a professor in the fucking slides. Alright, so on the Balor's Eye Wikipedia page, we start with the people that actually matter. There's a whole bunch of information. So I don't know why Hawk matters. So I'm just gonna go with Hawk. Alright, so Hawk's total. Oh shit. So Hawk's had several different forms. He's got his normal form, which is 860. Which is pretty fucking sick. So his spirit is 100, his strength is 470, and his magic is 290, which is pretty fucking sick. That's his normal form. Then he's got his 3 other forms, which I can't be able to go into because it's only fucking Hawk. But yeah, if we go to Meliodas, let's say his current power level is 60,000. And now, as of volume 22, without his demon mark, he was 32,000. The 60,000, it doesn't tell us what chapter it's on. That's the only. Oh, it says chapter 194. Thank you. I'm actually learning as I'm doing it with you. So we found out his power level at chapter 194. As of volume 22, without the demon mark, his power level was 32,500, and that was chapter 137. Okay, and so when it's 32,500, that was broken down into spirit being 2,100, his strength being 27,700. Fuck. And his magic being 2,700. Now, as of volume 2 with his demon mark, and this is the Nanatsu no Taizai character guidebook, pair Sin, Meliodas and Elizabeth, we found out that his power level was 56,000 with a spirit of 3,000, his strength of 50,000, what the fuck, and his magic of 3,000. So we see that with and without his demon mark, it goes from 32,500 to 56,000. That's not double, but it's almost double. And the most obvious fucking change is his strength, which goes from 27,700. So let's round up to 28,000 and 50,000. 28, what's it? So 28,000, 38,000, 48,000, 50,000. You're looking around 22,300 difference. 23,000. That's quite a jump. That's almost that's a lot of people's power levels all fucking included put together. That's a lot of the Holy Knights power levels put together. So now if I fucking scroll down, I am so unprofessional because I don't get paid for this. Alright. We've got Diane. Alright, so no. Let's go to Galthus. Galthus' magic was 1,300. His strength was 500. And his spirit was 1,300. Interesting. So all together in total, his power level is 3,100. It's quite strong, but it's the smallest fraction of Meliodas is. All right, you got Diane's 3,250. Chapter 107 as well. So I'm guessing this was all from the time when Hawk got Balor's eye and he was basically scanning all the motherfuckers and realized how strong they were. Magic's 900, Strength 1,870, and Spirit 480. So all in all, oh wow. So Galfa's Spirit is 1,300, which is like almost triple Diane's Spirit. Diane's Strength is 1,870. Fuck, which is almost like, which is over triple, 50, 50, 50. So it's over triple. So let's say almost quadruple Diane's Strength. And magical power, Galfa's magical power is 1,300, which is very interesting. It's interesting to see the numbers like this. I normally don't do numbers, but I will leave the links to these in my description box so you can check it out for yourself. I'm literally just reading it out for you guys and kind of learning myself, because I actually, when you read it weekly, I don't keep fucking notes all over the place for when I do reviews to have a room full of notes, and it's kind of a bish, but I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Alright, so Escanor, at the weakest point, he was 15. Sorry, what? Escanor's power level was 15. Magic 5, Strength 5, Spirit 5. 15. But at his strongest is 50,060. And this is from chapter 149. So we know that he can be quite strong. Do you know what's really fucking sad? What is absolutely fucking sad is that everyone else's power level is just shit. It's just shit. Alright, on this same page, we do get, where the fuck is everyone else? So we got Escanor. Got Elizabeth's power level. Oh shit, Elizabeth has a power level. So Elizabeth's power level, Magic 1,700, Strength 5. She oh my god, I was actually laughing about fucking Elizabeth's strength being 5. The lowest actual strength is King with 0. Oh wait, who's this as well? Is this Gloxinia? Her strength is 0. Gloxinia's strength is, oh shit. Oh, so Gloxinia and King, they're both weak as shit when it comes to physical strength. This is so sad. Alright. So now Ban, his was 3,220 from chapter 125. Spirit, magical power 1,380. Oh. So Ban's magical power is quite high. His strength is 930 and his spirit is 910. King's magic is 3,370, so most of his strength is his magic. Strength 0. And spirit 820. It's interesting. But then I guess he's got the spirit chastifold, so I guess if he had no spirit power, it would be kind of sad, if I do say so myself. Alright, so if we're scrolling down on the same page, oh my god, it's actually broken down into quite a bit. Alright, on the same page you have the 10 Commandments. You have Zeldris, 61,000. It doesn't have the references of what pages or where the fucking references are from, which makes me very intrigued to know why. So I'm just going to say it. Zeldris 61,000, Esterosa 60,000, Meliscula 34,000, Droll or Balor or whatever the fuck they want to call him, it's 54,000, Gloxinia 50,000, Monspeed 53,000, Derriere 52,000, Grey Road or Gaylord, like some people bloody said it, 39,000, Fraudrin 31,000, aka Dreyfus. Hendrix. Oh no, no one really cares about this. All right. So what's interesting is Hendrickson's power level is 2,650, and Dreyfus's is 3,000. So Dreyfus has a power level strong enough to be a sin. Well, the sins currently at the moment. So that's them there. So I'll give you a link so you can really check out all of this. On this Wikipedia, it's for the sins and a few other characters, they have references as to where it's from. So what chapter, what page and shit like that. So I think that's pretty cool. And goes quite informatively. So that's that one. Now, on Reddit, there's another page which I found, and this is the power levels as of the 2016 fan book. Keyword fan book, hence meaning it's made by fans, but they've probably got it from somewhere. So very, very interesting. I'll leave this link as well, just so then you guys can see for yourself, because it's actually some pretty good information. So we've got pretty much the same information that we got from before. Zelda 61,000, Magic is 1,000, Strength is 47,200, Spirit is 3,800. So Zelda Chris's Spirit is as strong as, I think, was it Ban? Just his Spirit. His Strength is almost, well, okay, this is just pretty sad. Estarosa's Strength is 53. Oh my god, this is crazy. All right, so you got Estarosa now, that's 60,000. Magic 3,000, Strength 53,000, Spirit 4,000. That is so depressing. Balor, whatever the fuck you want to call him, 54,000. So he's actually not too. So he's a third strongest. Interesting. Magic 14,000, Strength 36,500, and Spirit 3,500. So his Strength is the weakest out of them so far. Interestingly, Monspiet 53,000, Magic 34,000, so he's got the highest level of Magic. Strength 16,000, so he's got the lowest of Strength. Spirit 3,000, lowest of Spirit. Derriere 52,000, Magic 1,500, so the lowest in Magic out of everyone so far. Literally the lowest, second lowest was Estarosa at 3,000, so she's got half the Magic strength of Estarosa. Strength 48,000, shit. 48,000. So she has, Derriere has the second highest level strength, because Estarosa's strength is 53, Zelda's is 47,200, Derriere's is 48,000, Spirit 2,500. So she's just below average with everyone else with the Spirit. Luxinia Magic 47,000. Holy shit, this is basically the level that King would be at if he was totally unlocked. Strength 0, but does it matter though? Does it honestly matter? And Spirit 3,000. Mycilia 34,000. Interesting. Magic 31,500. The Strength 500 and Spirit 2,000. Fraudrin 31,000. So you're looking at Strength 13,000. No, Magic, sorry, 13,000. Strength 15,000. Spirit 3,000. So he's really kind of, Fraudrin's quite balanced. Yeah, he's quite balanced because his Spirit is balanced compared to everyone else. It's like a nice medium. So Mycilia, 34,000 Magic, being 31,500 Strength, 500 Spirit, 2,000. Sorry, I've already said that. My apologies. And Garen, you have 27,000 Magic, 1,000 Strength, 24,000, and Spirit 2,000. Okay, there's a note here saying all info is stated at the end of volume 22, so no for the sins, so no confirmed change. Yeah, so I mean that's the kind of same information that's kind of going there. I'll give you the link for this, as it's got quite a lot of information, and there's also quite a few parts of discussions through this which I think you would be very interested in. That is that from this video. I was just pretty much just going through these power level scaling with you guys. What are your thoughts? This is interesting. Zelda's strength has gone to 61,000, quite high. Before that, Zelda's strength was nowhere near that high. It was obviously Estarosa. So I'm very interested to see, do any of you guys know where I can get a copy of Zelda's strength from the data book that is supposedly around, that people are using to actually make these stats from? Because I want to be able to say this is the stats fact. So for the sins, they are the stats fact because all the information is from volume 22. But is it volume 22? Let me just fucking confirm. Am I chatting shit? Is Christian chatting shit? Yeah, volume 22. So at the end of volume 22, the stats for the 7 deadly sins are all there, so you can get that up to date, pretty much up to date, apart from Meliodas. But for the 10 commandments, it's not really confirmed. Now, my point of making this video is, first of all, was to actually just talk about the data book. Do you guys know about the data book? Where have you guys read it? Have you seen a link on Reddit? If so, feel free to link it to me, so then that way I can give you guys a name drop, as well as kind of just be very thankful, because it helps me being a 7 Deadly Sins fan, knowing that Nakaba Sensei himself gave these power levels, and it just kind of gives me a peace of mind, you know, peace of mind. That's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is fucking almost 1 o'clock in the morning over here. That's why it's not like some crazy edited video. It's just a conversation, a discussion with you guys that I'd like to know your thoughts, opinions, and were you surprised by anyone, and who do you think stood out the most compared to everyone else? Yeah, and why are the sins so weak? I mean, obviously we know that they're not fully at their highest, which is crazy because the description of the sins at the beginning of season 1 was like, these guys are so fucking OP, they're hacks, da 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 da, and we're like, oh shit, the way we get to see them at the fighting festival and whatnot, I'm like, oh man, this is actually pretty crazy. And then suddenly the power levels are over 8,000. You know, so what's going on there? One thing that is kind of bothering me is I'm worried that it might come to a point where the power levels don't mean fuck all, but it looks like they're trying to mean a lot because of the whole magic, spirit, and strength. So I'm hoping that somehow all this training that has been happening in the most recent chapters will then go towards the Sin's current strength to at least get them to a level where it's not just Esconol one banging everyone, you know, or Meledes. Anyways, apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Do subscribe if you're new to my channel. I want to try and make one of these videos at least once a week. So a Nanatsu and a Taizai review and one of these videos. That way I can kind of keep you guys on your toes and hopefully have more of you guys come view more of my videos in return. And that's about that. Yeah, I'm going to fucking go sleep now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm just like, man, I need to upload this and render this. I don't know why I did that. Alright, have a good day, guys. Otaku Chris is talking.